I solved Shadow Freddy, and I will prove it. Shadow Freddy is identical to every version of Golden Freddy we see in the series, having the opposite corresponding color from purple or black, and he looks the same in every location/game Golden Freddy is in. FNAF 2, he's in the parts and service section in the back, he'll randomly appear. FNAF 3, he spawns in your office and stares at you in the left. He's also in the FNAF 1 location, because he's in Follow Me. So even though he's not in the FNAF 1 game, we do know he's in that same location Golden Freddy is in. FNAF 4, he is Nightmare. This is the one time we see Shadow Freddy being black instead of his usual purple. I think this is due to the Fredbear being in the game, and Fredbear or Golden Freddy having his purple accessories means that Shadow Freddy will switch his colors depending on the Golden Freddy or Fredbear's accessories. And what I mean by that is when Golden Freddy has his black accessories, Shadow Freddy's purple, but when Golden Freddy or Fredbear has his purple accessories, Shadow Freddy will be Nightmare or black. In this part, I want to talk about what I think Shadow Freddy is, or who he is. I think he is or part of Bite Victim. I think his soul is shattered or displaced between two different entities, one being Shadow Freddy and the other being Golden Freddy. A lot of this, first is obviously the direct connection that they have together. They're mirrors of each other. They're always showing up together. When there's a Golden Freddy, there's a Shadow Freddy in that same game or location. This is very, very important to me. To connect Shadow Freddy to the Bite Victim is actually kind of easy, because in FNAF World, he has a broken jaw, kind of showing that the agony from the bite could have manifested as Shadow Freddy, right? There's a connection there. Then with Nightmare, he has the only thing that's transparent about him is his jaw and his brain that you can see. Again, showing that this character is connected to the Bite Victim. Finally, in this section, I will prove that Shadow Freddy is connected to William Afton, the Bite Victim's father. We already know that Shadow Freddy's been connected to William since FNAF 3. The fact that he was able to set a trap, like Henry said, to destroy the 4 animatronics. Shadow Freddy lured them there, and he overpowered them. But we also get a lot of hints in UCN. Nightmare literally says, "I'm your wickedness made flesh."
Your wickedness made flesh.
Whatever William did manifested Shadow Freddy. We know where his origins is, but how, what wickedness, I think is answered in Curse of Dreadbear.
Welcome back to Research and Development. Today, we are using science to pervert the mysteries of life and reanimate the inanimate.
First, we know that research and development from Secret of the Mimic is what becomes of the sister location bunker. It was Murray's, but then Afton, took over the land and took it over. So this minigame is kind of showing us him doing experiments on the Crying Child. And what does he do? He uses a brain. He's experimenting with a brain, which we can also connect back to Nightmare. He's the only character we've seen in the entire series with a brain. But even back in Sister Location, we knew he was watching and doing experiments on the Crying Child. That we could see the Fredbear plush and all the cameras watching and the breaker room, all these things we already kind of knew, but it's kind of just confirmed in Dreadbear. And what I'm kind of getting at is that I do think Bite Victim is Vengeful Spirit, but I'm not going to go through that all today. There's plenty of other videos that would do a better job than me explaining that. But when Bite Victim being vengeful, the one problem people have is trying to connect William to killing him, or why would he be vengeful against William? But if you watch the Curse of Dreadbear minigame, he's control shocking him and, Frankensteining him together, right? Hence the name. This would piss off anybody. And then I think that whatever he did with those experiments, he either took a part of Crying Child's soul, and that's why he's so broken. Golden Freddy's a broken character, right? He's the only character with weird static jump scares. He seems like he can't move his body. There's always something wrong with him, and I'm wondering if William Afton took his soul and corrupted it. Why it's purple, like William. It's not a coincidence that this guy's purple. And he's used it as its own. And he's able to take control of it. That's why in FNAF 2, FNAF 1, FNAF 3, every game where William is highly there's always Shadow Freddy. The only game he's not in, because he's in the back room and in the safe room and he's Springtrap, is in Sister Location. There's no Shadow Freddy because he's locked away. I guess he can't use them. The only problem would be in Simulator. Doesn't seem to be a Shadow Freddy or a Golden Freddy. I don't know exactly what could be going on, but yeah. Hopefully, this video. I think I'm right. I generally do believe that Shadow Freddy is a corrupt agony reflection or part of Crying Child's spirit, broken and being corrupted by William, and he's using, and that's why that also is a great explanation why Crying Child is vengeful, is because this guy did experiments on him and took a part of his soul to use for his own gain for science. But if there's anything you guys want to add, please just comment and like and below. I really do think this one's correct, but hey, have a good day and thank you for watching.